Have you ever started a new year thinking you know what you want, you know how you want this year to be different, but then you realize you don't actually have any idea how to get there, how to change from your past, how to improve going forward? Basically feeling like you're starting out pursuing your new goals already behind. Well, that's not going to be you in 2025 because you're watching this video, and we're going to talk about how to set yourself up for success for 2025 and to make it the best year and the year that everything that you truly want finally comes true for you because you've made those goals out of alignment with yourself. So today, we're going to set you up for success. Hi, and welcome. I'm Amanda, a busy full-time working mom and wife and business owner, and I help fellow high-achieving women just like you live the life of joy and ease and softness that you've always dreamed of, despite all the demands that you have in your life. Down below, you'll find a link for my free resource. It's called Effortless Feminine Energy. It's 10 micro habits that you can accomplish in less than 5 minutes to make you feel aligned with your feminine energy and to put you in a state of ease and softness. It's down below and totally free. Just check out the link. So the first step to setting yourself up for success for the new year or for any sort of new chapter in your life, whenever you decide that you're ready for a reinvention, it doesn't have to be January 1st. Just whenever you decide you're ready to wipe the slate clean and start fresh, the first step is always to reflect. So looking back at the past year, what worked? What didn't? What felt amazing? And when we ask ourselves that question, we have to tap into our intuitive feminine energy, because this question really is less about what you did or did not do, but how you felt, what felt amazing. Maybe what felt amazing is that you did less. Reflect on that. What about this year did not feel good? Were you too busy, too stressed, too depleted? Did you feel out of alignment with yourself? And lastly, but definitely not least important, is to reflect on gratitude. What lessons were you grateful to have learned? Or what challenges are you grateful to have overcome this year? What are you most grateful for this year? And here we're looking ahead a little bit, but think about how you're going to intentionally incorporate practicing gratitude as a regular part of your consistent routine, because it is extremely, extremely important. Next, you need to have an energetic reset. And if you're watching this video and you're feeling like, yeah, I was depleted last year, tap into my feminine intuition. What does that even mean? That's you, and you feel a little out of alignment with yourself. You feel a little disconnected, exhausted, basically feeling like you're living a version of your life that does not feel good. There's an extremely good chance that that's because your feminine and masculine energies are out of whack, meaning that you're operating way too much so in your masculine energy, and you need to work on healing that so that way you become working predominantly in your feminine energy. And as a high achieving woman, that can be a difficult line to toe. It can be difficult to know how to balance those two energies, because essentially achieving is masculine. But when we focus just there, when we put all of our attention on achieving and doing, very masculine energy coded, then we lose touch with our soft feminine energy. That feminine energy is intuitive, it is easy, it is in alignment with our truest selves. So if you feel like your feminine and masculine energies might be a little wacky and out of alignment, then you must prioritize healing your wounded feminine energy. And I have a whole 10-day challenge on how to accomplish this in 10 days. You can check out the link for that down below. I touched on this a little bit, but in order to reset your energy and to become more aligned with your feminine energy, you must let go of hustle culture. You must shift from prioritize doing, achieving, for rest and intentionality. And for most of us, our brains have been hardwired to not value those things. But to put it bluntly, if you really want to enjoy your life and live a life of ease and softness, and one that feels aligned and like it was meant for you, then you must prioritize those things. So please, in 2025 or whenever you're watching this, in the next level of your life, learn to prioritize your rest and your joy and your pleasure. It is not to be underestimated. Those are not luxuries that you earn by running yourself into the ground. They are your given rights as a woman. So please prioritize them. And a huge piece to resetting your energy is protecting your peace, a huge piece, PIECE, to protecting your PEACE, is to set boundaries. Boundaries are so important to protecting your peace, joy, and time. And those three things are unbelievably important. The next way to set yourself up for success in 2025 is to do a physical reset. So that means deep clean your space, reorganize it, maybe shift some furniture around if you want things to feel a little new and exciting, or maybe purchase some new home decor pieces. And during this time, you're really going to want to declutter, get rid of anything that doesn't serve you, because anything in your physical space, anything that you surround yourself with that doesn't bring you joy and that maybe feels like it's cluttery and just kind of getting in the way, on a microscopic level, it's depleting your energy. So we're not bringing that stuff into the next era of us. Maybe you want to buy a new agenda or journal. There is nothing quite like a tangible fresh start, like flipping open the page of a new journal or a new agenda for the new year and just feeling like, yes, this is a tangible representation of a fresh start. Do a digital declutter, delete any apps that don't serve you, delete all those screenshots out that you're never going to look at, upload your photos to the cloud. What even is the cloud? Upload your photos to a cloud of sorts or a hard drive, whatever. In this day and age, for as much time as we spend on our computers, our phones, whatever, we can be really affected by digital clutter. So it's just as important that you declutter your digital spaces as you do your physical spaces. And this might be a good time to do some meal planning or to plan out your fitness routine. And please note, if you've been around here for a while, you know I'm all about doing things from a place of alignment. So this isn't about going hard. This isn't about dieting yourself into starvation. This isn't about working out in the gym to the point where you feel exhausted and depleted. No, it's figuring out these two key, huge pieces that we use to supplement our physical bodies, our nutrition, and our physical activity to support the best versions of ourselves. So figure out what kinds of exercises make you feel really good and nourish your body with the foods that make you feel amazing. And of course, one of the most important ways to set yourself up for success in 2025 is to set your goals for the next year. But caveat, in this little corner of the internet, we set goals that align with our energy. And if you're new here, that might sound a little woo-woo, a little fluffy, but I promise it's not. Because if you're setting goals that are not in alignment with your energy, they will never come to fruition. Or maybe they will, but they won't feel good along the way, and they won't feel good when you get there. So what's the point? So instead of setting rigid resolutions, instead you're going to visualize what you want to feel like at the end of the year. And not just how you're going to feel once you get to December 31st, 2025, but how you're going to feel from January 1st to December 31st of next year. How are you going to feel all along the way? Because that's what life is. It's a little cheesy, but it is so true. Life really, really is about the journey, not the destination, because the journey is your life. The destination is a day. So again, first and foremost, focus on how you want to feel next year. Do you want to feel abundant, peaceful, in alignment with the truest version of yourself? How do you want to feel? Reflect on that and keep those feelings in the front of your mind as you make your plans for 2025 and embody those feelings while you do. And I've alluded to this a bit so far, but as a high achieving woman, you have big goals, but you also are a woman. And if you're watching this video, you're probably watching it because you feel a little run down. You feel like what you've been doing or how you've been doing things up until this point maybe haven't been working for you so well, because you have these goals and dreams and things that you want to accomplish and businesses that you want to pursue, children that you want to raise, whatever it may be. You must balance that ambition with relaxation. You have to prioritize both equally, because if you don't, then you're going to run yourself into the ground, into your masculine energy. And as a woman who naturally feels most aligned, when she is aligned with her inherent feminine energy, that just creates a life that doesn't feel good. And I don't want that for you. And in 2025, we're going to turn that around. And how do you heal that wounded feminine energy? Well, that's what my 10-day challenge is all about. It's 10 days to going from overwhelm and despair and feeling like you're living a life that doesn't even belong to you, doing a 180 and getting to the other side where you start to live a life of ease and softness and alignment, and one that feels like the version of your life that it was actually meant for you. Another thing that I want you to do to set yourself up for success for 2025 is to commit to invest in yourself. That might look like investing in new skills or hobbies or education or information or programs or self-care treatments or items around you that feel good. Invest in your home decor to make your space feel more aligned for you. Whatever it may be, just commit to investing in yourself in a way that feels really good and excites you. You're going to set yourself up for success in 2025 by deepening your emotional awareness. That looks like embracing your emotional regulation, and this comes easier to some than others. But regardless where on the spectrum you lie, I think everyone can benefit from this, because you really need to understand and lean into your emotions to remain in flow, and that's all that feminine energy is about. You cannot be in your feminine energy if you are not in a flow state, if you're not in a state of being, because the inverse of that is to be constantly doing, which is very masculine energy. Another piece of this is exercising soft strength in your relationship. And when you do this, it creates a stronger romantic polarity between your partner, and it deepens your connection. There's way too much for me to go into all of that in this video. I'll plug a video here where I talk a lot more about relationships and polarity. Don't forget to check out my 10-day feminine energy reset challenge below if you want to go from feeling overwhelmed and exhausted and like you're living a life that doesn't even belong to you to feeling more aligned with the life that is actually the version that you want to live. And I'll also have my free effortless feminine energy resource for you down below. If you found this video helpful, I know you'll find this one super helpful, so give it a watch once you're done this one. I hope that you'll subscribe so I can see you next time. Stay aligned.